It's time for Mega Man 5! This game's full Japanese title is Rockman 5 Blues' Trap. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Japanese character names, this blue guy here is Rockman and this red guy here is Blues. The opening cutscene is pretty cool. We're not in the year 200X anymore, we've made it to 20XX. There isn't a lot of text, but the game's manual tells the full story. 2 months after the battle with Wily in Mega Man 4, Mega Man is starting to enjoy a brief period of relaxation. But there was one question that was still bothering him. Dr. Light, what kind of person is Proto Man anyway? Dr. Light was unable to give a proper answer. Just then, Dr. Cossack calls in to let them know that Mega Man's new support robot, Beat, is ready. Mega Man heads back to Russia, but as soon as he gets there, Proto Man and a group of robots attack his home city. Mega Man comes back just in time to see Dr. Light kidnapped by Proto Man right before his eyes. According to the English manual, Dr. Cossack then upgrades Mega Man's Buster once more to give him an even more overpowered version of the charge shot, and he also tells him that Beat isn't actually ready yet. Which makes sense because you have to collect a bunch of letters in the game to unlock Beat, so I don't really know why Cossack called him over in the first place, but anyway, much like the title of the game implies, it appears Proto Man is the villain of this game and we have to stop him. And here we are at the stage select. Much like Mega Man 4, I only played this game as a kid and I don't remember the boss order. What I do know is there isn't a Rush Marine in this one or any future games, so out of spite, I'm gonna go to the water level first. Wave Man stage is pretty neat. It looks like it's supposed to be a laundromat or something. Okay, it's actually a water treatment plant, based on all the noxious fumes. There's some health at the top of these pipes, huh? That's a bit of a weird hitbox, but at least it's just health. Aww. Gotta ride some bubbles to the top of this screen. It's pretty easy, but also pretty boring. I mean, you just sit here and wait for it to reach the top of the— Oh, you can jump on the little ones too. That makes way more sense. Oh my god, is that what I think it is? I've played enough Mega Man X5 to know where this is going. Get out of my house! Just like the green biker dude. Oh nice, we got an O. Like I mentioned earlier, you have to collect letters in this game to get Beat. I don't remember what it's supposed to spell out though. And we've made it to Wave Man. I think I might have picked one of the harder bosses to start with. All he does is water wave, shoot a harpoon, and jump over and over in that order. It seems simple, but the harpoon and jump line up in a way that makes it tricky to dodge. And if you try to run away and make distance, you run the risk of getting water waved. And if that wasn't enough, water wave also blocks your shots. So yeah, pretty tough boss, but we managed to beat him. Next up, let's do Gravity Man. This stage is actually so sick. I think we take stages with gravity gimmicks for granted in the present day, and this is one of the earliest games to ever do it, and man do they do it well. Slowly teaching you the mechanics of the stage and making little things like spikes and ladders a lot more interesting. Sliding gets a little confusing since you have to hold up when you're on the ceiling, but once you get the hang of it, it makes sense. I also decided I want to try and use boss weapons more in my playthroughs, so let's try out Water Wave. Let's try out Water Wave. I guess you can't use it on the ceiling, but you can bonk your head to use it on the floor. Overall, it looks cool, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, especially compared to Mega Man 5's overpowered charge shot. Like seriously, look how thick that blast is. Whoa, who's this Giga Chad? Wow, he's pretty tanky. Oh god, get me out. Oh cool, we found an R. And we've made it to Gravity Man. Now I can't really confirm whether or not Water Wave does good damage to Gravity Man because he's damn near impossible to hit with it, but the Buster does plenty of damage. Overall, it's a pretty fun fight. You gotta juggle between keeping your distance so you don't make contact when he swaps gravity, and timing your shot to hit him at whatever distance you're at. The fight is long, but eventually we beat him. Okay, I think we'll go to Stone Man next, because if Pokemon has taught me anything, water beats rock. And if that doesn't work, maybe gravity beats rock? I don't know. This level's neat, kinda like an updated Guts Man's level. It's even got Mets at the start. Oh! The miracle of childbirth is so amazing. Be gone! Gravity Hold is the screen clearing attack of this game, instantly killing weaker enemies and sending them into the icy depths of space. It's got limited ammo though, so we still gotta use our Buster for other stuff. Huh? A hidden path? Wow, an L. I guess I have to hold the L. The level continues as you spelunk through a cave past rats and land Metroids, and then it eventually opens up to a mountaintop. Wow, a 1-up. I've actually been getting quite a few of those from random enemies in this playthrough. This game is a lot easier than— This section is pretty fun though. I like all the spinny platforms, and the shield and drone enemies surround you and make it decently challenging. Oh hey, another 1-up. Oh wow, another 1-up. How do I get it? Maybe with Rush Coil? Oh god, Rush, what have they done to you? They turned him into a kiddie ride. It's technically better than the previous Rush Coil, but he looks all wrong. There's a couple more spinning platforms, and with a precise jump, we get our first E-Tank. The next room has our boy Eddie. Wow, another one up. We're gonna need as many lives as we can get if Stone Man is even half as thick as Guts Man. Aw man, well he's definitely not weak to Water Wave. Professor Oak lied to me! Gravity Hold actually deals a little bit of damage to him, but once again we're better off just switching to the Giga Buster. With that he's really easy. Next is Gyro Man. Wait a minute, he doesn't look like a gyro. This level's awesome. Oh wait, Gyro Man's level is one floor up. Okay, now we're at Gyro Man's level. It's time to try out Power Stone. Well, it's definitely not as strong as the Buster, but it has its moments. When the stars align, it can sorta kill things that are out of reach. It's not working on this chicken though. Neither is Water Wave. I think I picked the wrong game to start using boss weapons. Even when enemies are perfectly lined up for it, Power Stone just doesn't have the damage to be really useful. Oh no, another Giga Chad, run! Here's a falling block section. Not really sure if you can get this letter without dying, but at least we're putting all those free lives to good use. And we make it to one final elevator. This one has some scary instant death spikes you have to avoid though. Wait a minute, Split Mushroom, is that you? And then we make it to Gyro Man. He's not weak to Power Stone, but Gravity Hold completely annihilates him. I like this fight a lot. The way he throws curving gyros at you and hides in the clouds makes it really interesting. It's kind of a shame Gravity Hold kills him so quickly. Next up is Napalm Man. His level is a jungle filled with vicious tiger robots. Tigers are endangered, but tiger robots aren't. Yet! We gotta go underground and through some tunnels. Those drills are a little scary, but they die to one charge shot, so there's really no danger. What? Whoa, another wall puzzle. Oh, well, this one's a lot easier than the one in Stone Man's level, isn't it? This waterfall section is sick. Is that Vile? Oh my god, he's wrecking us. Looks like we lost him. He's back! Eddie, please help me. Oh my god, my luck is incredible. Maybe I should play some gacha games in the future. We definitely don't have the funding for that. Haha, yeah, you're right. Sponsor me. Bane, is that you?
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Sweet, an N for Napalm. Still not really sure what we're trying to spell out here. And then the level transitions as we finally made it to Napalm Man's bunker. There's missiles and Giga Chads everywhere. Coming back with Gravity Hold, we can repel all the missiles, but the Giga Chad is just too powerful. Just a couple more jumps and we make it to Napalm Man. I was hoping he'd be weak to water because, like, he'd get his gunpowder wet or something, but no, he's not weak to anything I have. Not Power Stone, not Gyro Attack, nothing. I just gotta shoot him with the Mega Buster. He's really not too hard, and I like how he raises the roof whenever he shoots out a Napalm Bomb. Let's do Crystal Man next. This place is like a boosted Gemini Man stage. Just look at the art in the background. If you told me this level was a different planet, I'd believe you. I think it's supposed to be some kind of crystal mine or something, and these falling crystals make it very dangerous. They fall in random patterns, so if you jump carelessly thinking there's a break, you might just get bopped. We just gotta jump as soon as there's an opening so we can make it whether or not a crystal comes out. Oh sweet, an E-Tank. Oh sweet, an M-Tank? What the hell is an M-Tank? I guess I'll just hold on to it and forget about it for the rest of the game. Carefully fall through this spike pit. Huh? Was that a letter? No, take me back! Do it! Kill me! Nice, we got it this time. Just gotta run past this Chad, and we make it to Crystal Man. He jumps really high, and his crystal eye is really hard to dodge. I thought maybe Power Stone or Napalm Bob would, like, crack his crystal, but he's actually weak to Gyro Attack. It makes the fight pretty easy since you can curve Gyro Attack to hit him in midair. Here they come, clickety-clack down the track. It's lots and lots of trains. We've got big trains, small trains, trains with wood, trains with chickens, trains that kill themselves. Charge Man stage is great. The upbeat music, the constant stream of enemies, and the parallax effect of the background and the clouds all work together to make it feel like you're going super fast. Oh nice, an A! And once we get past this big guy,
For you!
we make it to Charge Man. After trying every weapon, it turns out he's weak to Power Stone. But Power Stone is pretty slow, so we have to run all around the cabin while Charge Man just walks behind us like an absolute unit. But eventually we beat him. And last but not least is Starman. Starman's stage is on Moonbase Alpha. And whereas Gravity Man's stage flipped gravity, Starman's stage is all low gravity, making it a lot of fun to jump around. It also keeps up with the theme of putting spikes on the ceiling, just like in Bubble Man's stage many moons ago. But as long as we jump carefully, we can grab this final letter. Finally, we've spelt beat. Wait, what? That's way less than 8 letters. Let me look it up. Oh, it's supposed to spell Rockman 5, or Mega Man 5 in the English version. But I guess in some versions, the 5 is a V? That's weird. What the hell is a Mega Man V? Ah, what the hell? Huh, Mega Man V for the Game Boy? Come to think of it, I've never played any of the Mega Man Game Boy games. I'm really supposed to beat Mega Man 6 after this one, but maybe I'll check out the Game Boy games right after. Heck, I might actually have a Game Boy by then. Well anyway, let's beat this Mega Man 5 before we worry about that Mega Man 5. Moving right along, we got a room full of missiles. I'll just wait for them to pass. Oh, we run into a robot walker. Hey, isn't that just one of the mechs from Star Wars? Should I let Disney know about this? Oh, he dropped a 1-up. Wait, is that a bribe? We send some Mets into the dark abyss of space and make it to this platforming section. These ball-lobbing robots don't care about gravity, and I can't use water wave on these platforms either. But honestly, we jump so high we can just skip this section anyway. We fight one more Star War and make it to Starman. By process of elimination, he has to be weak to water wave. Even with his weakness, the fight is still decently challenging, requiring a few precise jumps and slides. Nice. Ow, stupid gravity. And now it's on to Proto Man's castle. I was so flabbergasted by that Game Boy game magically appearing out of thin air that I haven't tried Beat yet. Here he is! Jesus, he's strong. Oh my god, he just kills anyone in sight. Beat his ass, Beat! Beat's not afraid of anything, but he does run out of energy kinda quickly. Power Stone does weirdly well on these 2 screens, and then we get more energy so Beat can continue his rampage. Gotta use Rush Jet to traverse this spike pit, and the super arrow we got from Starman creates a platform for us to get a little bit more height here. This stage has been pretty rough so far, but nothing compares to this disappearing block section. God, my brain hurts just looking at it. Maybe Rush Jet can work? Ah! Let's try again. Oh, easy, first try. Oh god, not another one. The new Rush coil still looks weird as hell, but it gives us an opportunity to cheese. And Rush carries us yet again through the game. Which reminds me, some of you guys have been wondering how my quest to get a dog has been going. Well, don't worry, I've been sending the doc a couple of very persuasive emails, and hopefully he gets back to me soon. Alright, what's new today? Huh? How did that get through? I really ought to clear this out. We get some more energy for Beat. Beat, there's an alien chasing me. Beat, Beat, help! Phew. And we make it to Darkman 1. This version of Darkman has sunk a lot of hours into World of Tanks. He's weak to water wave, but he actually ends up killing us and we get a game over. Joke's on him though, because we make it back with full Beat energy and beat his ass! On to Proto Man stage 2. Left or right? Let's try left. Ah, okay, it was left. We make it to this scary spiky conveyor belt section. Star Crash really helps against the flying mobs that try to gank us along the way. I feel like Water Wave has been pretty underwhelming all playthrough, but it's actually good against these Crystal Joes. Usually. Oh, thanks! Bit of a tricky spot here, slide for free stuff, but turn right before you hit the spikes. But then we make it to Darkman 2. I'm not really sure what he's weak to, but he doesn't really seem to be unweak to anything, making him pretty easy. On to Proto Man Stage 3. Ah, Vile's back! Whoa, Snake from the game Snake, is that you? Grab a 1-up and do a sick jump for this E-Tank. I said, do a sick jump for this E-Tank. Thank you. Snake, come back! Oh no, another Giga Chad! Pardon me, just passing through. Oh god, he's everywhere! No, there's no getting past him. How can I defeat him? Use the Power Stone, young Chad. It's working. The Power Stone is working. Thank you, Giga Chad. Thank you for helping me become the best me I can be. One more quick game of Snake and we make it to Darkman 3. Oh shit, it's actually just Vile. He can stun us and everything. We've got just enough beat energy to soften him up and barely finish him off with a couple gyro attacks. And it's on to Proto Man Stage 4. This place has one of the most unique designs I've ever seen. Break the blocks to make the castle fall to progress, and it's time for the boss. Proto Man!
That's right, it is I, the real Proto Man.
Ah, yeah, classic Proto Man. Why the heck are you doing all this?
I am evil. I am going to kill you.
Oh, come on, we both know you don't know how to aim that thing.
Prepare to die.
Huh? Hang in there, Mega Man. Whoa, 2 Proto Mans? No, that one's an imposter. Shit, an imposter? Just like Among Us? Yes, just like Among Us. That bastard. There, I softened him up for you. Hold this L-Tank and you've got this. L-Tank? Okay, you guys are just making up letters at this point.
Aha, it stands for loser.
Shut up! Darkman 4 has a mix of abilities used by the other Darkman models, and he's not really weak to any of my weapons, so it's up to Beat. God damn, Beat's an absolute demon! All I have to do is sit back and watch as he rips Darkman apart. And then Wily shows up.
Looks like you figured it out, Mega Man. That wasn't really Proto Man, that was my sussy Darkman imposter. Just like
Among Us, yeah, I know.
Just like Among Us, yes. I've been really into Among Us lately. In fact, I forced Dr. Light to play Among Us with me for the last 7 hours while waiting for you.
How do you play Among Us with only 2 people?
Come to my castle and maybe I'll show you.
Wow, his castle looks really cool in this game. I like how they managed to put a little doctor above the W. Nice touch. Oh hey, a free A-Tank. And then we're on our way. What? Okay, make sure we fall off to the left of the platform. For fuck's sake! Oh hey, a free A-Tank. This level has tons of enemies, scary conveyor belt death hallways, scary conveyor belt death pits, and even a giant crusher section. Dustman would be so proud. Once we get past all that, it's a short walk to the boss. Oh shit, is that Optimum Pride? He just stands there, menacingly, until you shoot him to make him throw out his body sections. Then it's easy enough to just jump on them and blast him with crystal eyes. In his regular eyes. And here we are at Wily Stage 2! Hey, we get to go underwater! But I don't have Rush Marine to enjoy it.
Fine. If they won't give me Rush Marine, I'll make one myself.
Eventually, we run into our toughest opponent yet, the Giga Green Giga Chad. I don't think he's any different than the regular Giga Chad. They probably just changed his color so he wouldn't get lost in the purple background. We run past one more Chad and make it to the boss. He's weak to gyro attack, but he moves so erratically that it's hard to hit. I have to chug some E-Tanks to avoid a game over and call in my boy Beat to handle him. On to Wily Stage 3. Wow, suddenly this game's giving out more free E-Tanks than Mega Man 3. Then we slide our way over to the boss graveyard. We get right up in close range to Star Crash Gravity Man, spam Falcon Kick against Wave Man, throw some frags at Stone Man, tell Gyro Man to gravity hold these nuts, Water Wave Star Man, Gyro Attack Crystal Man, Crystal Eye Napalm Man, and throw some stones at Charge Man. And then we have to fight this giant crusher thing.
I'll crush you flat, Mega Man!
Oh hey, Dr. Wily.
Hold still, you bastard!
What? No, it's actually like really easy to dodge.
Not really. Ah man, I was actually really proud of this machine.
Why'd you program the cockpit to open whenever you land?
You know, I actually never thought about it.
Ah! He's getting away to Wily Stage 4! Gotta chase him past these Star Wars robots. These infinitely respawning Star Wars robots. And then we make it to the final Wily machine of the game. You know, apparently back in Mega Man 4 there were a couple bosses you could damage using the wire. I've never thought to try using the items to try to attack the bosses, but sure enough this boss is weak to Super Arrow. And then Wily shows up in his signature Wily capsule and some really kick-ass battle music plays. He disappears and teleports all over the room, bombarding you with purple energy blasts. This fight would be pretty tough, but one thing trivializes it all. Beat beats his ass! It takes a while, but we can always dance while we wait for him to reappear. And as soon as we get low on energy, we can drink that M-Tank to refill Beat to full. And it's over.
Jesus Christ, that bird is a monster! Ah, please don't beat my ass anymore! Ah!
Why are you running?
Oh hey, Mega Man. Me and Dr. Wily were playing this really cool mobile game.
No, Dr. Light, what has he done to you?
What? Dr. Light is fine. No harm done.
He's called Among Us, and sometimes you get to be this sussy little guy called the imposter.
He's not fine. Now that he knows what Among Us is, the damage is already done.
I like the red one.
Everyone likes the red one.
Oh shit, that was a load-bearing cage. I'm just gonna vent on out of here.
Get back here, you bastard! Just when all seems lost, Proto Man saves us. Dr. Wily gets away and his castle is destroyed. But before we can ask Proto Man any questions, he sneaks away. Suspiciously. And that's Mega Man 5. Well, what is there to say? We're getting very close to the end of the NES era of Mega Man, and it feels like Capcom has completely mastered the console. As far as NES games go, you would be hard-pressed to find one as polished as Mega Man 5. But as a Mega Man game, it doesn't really stick out. Like I said at the end of Mega Man 4, Capcom has nailed the formula, and Mega Man 5 is just an even more polished version of that formula. Except the boss weapons are kinda bad and you get a bird. There's nothing really wrong with the game, and if you told me Mega Man 5 was your favorite of the series, I'd say you're perfectly valid. It just doesn't seem like they took any risks with this one. But I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they've got plenty of innovation in store for Mega Man 6 and Mega Man X, which both release only a year later. Speaking of, I've really gotta beat Mega Man 6 next, but then afterward I guess I'll try and gather all the Game Boy games so I can finally give them a shot. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then!